nation's commercial capital. This is the news at 10, live from Channels Television. Reporting tonight, Sulaiman Al-Leader.
Hello and welcome tonight. 5 PDP governors begged former President Olusegun Obasanjo to support the return of Dr. Goodluck Jonathan as president in 2015. APC holds governorship primaries. Candidates emerge across states. Alleged mastermind of the April 14th Nyanya bomb blast, Aminu Oguche, demands 100 million naira for what he calls unlawful detention. And President Vladimir Putin warns Russians of hard times ahead.
On business news tonight, the Naira takes a hit as Nigeria's crude oil benchmark is slashed for the second time in a month.
And on sports news tonight, Nigeria Football Federation confirms that Brazil is not pulling out of next year's international friendly with the Super Eagles of Nigeria.
Well, for those who know the former president, Olusegun Obasanjo is not a man who easily backs down from any confrontation. But a visit of 5 PDP governors appears to have made him soft pedal. The mission of the governors, according to a close aide of the former president, is to convince him to join the campaign to return President Goodluck Jonathan in 2015. After a meeting that lasted several hours, Chief Obasanjo himself told journalists that the PDP is making progress. The governors present are Godswill Akpabio of Akwa Ibom State, Chief Leah Limoke of Cross River State, Alhaji Isa Yuguda of Bauchi State, Sule Lamido of Jigawa State, and Babangida Aliyu of Niger State.
We are concerned about what we may call the situation of the nation. Security, economy, and you know it. We discussed these issues. Some of the, in fact most of them, I've raised in my own public pronouncements in recent times. Not to castigate anybody, not to badmouth anybody, not to run anybody down, but out of genuine concern for the situation in the country. And that is the same thing that I've brought them. So first of all, I want to thank them. And we look at these issues very closely, very objectively, and we came to the conclusion that yes, we have a bad situation, but it's not irretrievably bad. Something can still be done. And what now is required is the will and the courage to do something when and how it needs to be done. We agree on that, and we also agree that yes, I appreciate they are coming to me because of the respect and honor they have for me. But this task is not a task for one man. It's not even a task for one group. It's a task which requires all hands on deck. And I've said, and they have also assured me, that this type of consultation they will have with other leaders, so that this country, which is ours, and for which we have no alternative. The other day somebody told me he knows Nadeko route. I don't want to follow Nadeko route. So it's incumbent on us to do what is right.
There is no better word than what our father has said. Like if you noticed, all of us are his children, both administratively, politically, and in reality. And we have come to consult, believe me, with the oracle of leadership and politics of this country. And we have benefited tremendously with our coming. And you have heard him say, we need also to consult with other people, because all of us must come together. The issue of Nigeria is beyond partisanship. That is the main thing that we are carrying, and we must all tell all Nigerians to really come together and let us put our nation in the right place.
The intention here is that all Nigerians are determined to reposition this country. We have no other country than Nigeria. And so no matter the challenges we face today, we must work together as a team to redeem the situation. So I want to thank our dear head leader for receiving us and for what he said, that the situation is not redeemable, and that we must also consult other leaders and work to ensure that the country is redeemed.
Well, while those five PDP governors were consulting with the oracle of leadership, former President Olusegun Obasanjo, in their words, the national leadership of the party today suspended its former national chairman, Alhaji Bamanga Tukur. According to the party, the suspension followed his decision to seek redress in court over his sack as the party's chairman. Now the party is angered by the refusal of Bamanga Tukur to allow the internal mechanism of the party intervene in the matter. Alhaji Tukur had approached a federal high court in Abuja challenging his sack as the party's national chairman and his replacement by his successor, Alhaji Adamu Muazu. On Tuesday, the trial judge, Evo Chukwu, dismissed the case after hearing arguments by parties involved in the matter. The picture of those who will lead the All Progressives Congress as governors in the next 4 years appears to be getting clearer, with the emergence of some governorship candidates in Ogun, Kwara, Rivers, Nasarawa, and Yobe State, among others. While the race was quite tough in places like Lagos and Ogun, it was a smooth one in many states. Our correspondent Calvin Obetin reports.
It's usually the first major hurdle to cross. The party primaries for political parties and that of the APC is not different, but very remarkable is that today's exercise did not follow the old trend of handpicking of candidates. This time around is the survival of the fittest. Here in Lagos, 13 contestants showed up.
I can only say that only one person will emerge among the 13 of you. You are all respected leaders of the party. So whatever happens, I can only wish you the best of luck.
It may not be as tough as the Lagos primaries, but a few members of the party in Abeokuta voted against the incumbent governor, despite being the sole candidates of the party.
Yes, our party can truly make the difference in Nigeria. And our prayer is that come May 2015, our party will be victorious.
In Yobe State, all 2,219 APC delegates voted in favor of the incumbent governor, Ibrahim Gaidam, as the party's governorship candidate. Nasarawa State Governor Tanko Almakura got a ticket to run on the platform of the party, just as his counterpart in Kwara, Abdul Fattah Ahmed, also scaled through. A new entrant into the governorship race in Rivers State, Dakuku Peter Side, picked the ticket, and that's not without the backing of Governor Rotimi Amechi.
We sat and agreed on that. That does not mean that my friend, indeed my bosom friend, Senator Magnus Abe, is not qualified to be the governor. He is evidently qualified. I respect his intellect. He's a very intelligent man. To the public, and I will be I told Magnus in private.
Now that the APC primaries are over, the ruling People's Democratic Party, PDP, now knows who it will be facing at the governorship election in Nasarawa, Lagos, Ogun, Rivers, and Kwara states. Kelvin Obetin, Channels Television News.
Well, back here in Lagos, it was a highly contested primaries for the governorship ticket on the platform of the All Progressives Congress, the APC. The event, which began in the early hours of the morning, stretched through the night, and it is still uncertain if the counting of votes has now been concluded. Well, let's now join our political correspondent, Sheon Okimbalo, who is monitoring the primaries for an update. Sheon, well, quite a task there for a lot of people. We hear that voting has ended. How correct is that?
Very correct, Sulaiman. Thank you so much. Voting has ended here. And of course, you know that this process started in the early hours of the day. Voting accreditation actually is supposed to start at 10 a.m. But the whole exercise didn't start until about 8 has driven out the voting to end. 20 local government areas, and I must tell you about the APC started as well. One man is still standing. What we're seeing right now is that the sorting is about to start, and as you can see in my background here, the communal election, Dr. Peter Oba trying to sort things out now. Sorting, we commence, and what we can see here in these boxes are the ballots over on my right hand there.
Well, Ashon, I think we'll have to really come back to you pretty much later because we're having some glitch on that particular film. We'd like to apologize sincerely for the glitch on that. We'll get back to Ashon to give us an update. For those just joining us here, he's saying that, well, for almost the better part of the day, well, the APC Governorship Congress is still on, and we hope that pretty soon when we join him, he should be able to tell us if they have a winner. Well, so far, a winner has emerged, or rather, winners have emerged in other states like Rivers, Kwara, and of course in Ogun State. So we will keep watching and hope that we get back to you. Well, in part two, after the break, the impact of declining crude oil prices on Nigeria's economy. That's on our big story. Stay with us.